Hey everybody, Foley back for some more Foley Fables, continuing with Nobody Wants to Die. So previously on Nobody Wants to Die, we are playing a character whose name I forget. He's a detective who has been benched for the last while as he was involved in a accident. So he isn't technically back on the force yet, but he's still a detective kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird. Don't think about it too much. Anyway, in the background for Nobody Wants to Die, the year is 2330 something like that. Immortality is a commodity people can purchase, or a service people can purchase. The way it works, there's a declaration of immortality of the United States. And the way that works is when you turn 21, you are compelled by the government to sign up for the Immortality subscription program. And what that basically means is you pay a subscription to keep your body, more or less. And you do have the opportunity to bid on other bodies if you decide, hey, this body's not great, I want to change it, I want a more attractive one, or I want something different. Obviously that's a lot of money, you gotta pay for it and so on. But what happens if you can't pay your subscription? Well, your body gets taken away from you and it gets put up for auction, and your mind is put into the mind vault or the mind bank or something. Sounds like prison, really. And that's kind of the gist of the dystopia we're living in this game. So as you might imagine, the way this works out, the rich get, really nice, young, youthful bodies, and the poor or the middle class get, not so great bodies, and obviously the very poor get none at all. They're just in prison. And people aren't particularly happy about that. So there's a bit of a revolution going on, because at the beginning of the game, the president doesn't veto this change to the law going through that would essentially lower the age from 21 down to 20. So now people can't even vote before they have their subscription taken away from them, or something like that, I think is the deal. And then it's eventually found out that elites and what have you are moving to have that age pushed even further down to 19, down to 18 if they can get away with it. So, the regular folk can see where this is going, so revolution. And on the background of that, our detective friend has discovered the corpse of the founder of the immortality technology, who has died. And not only has he died, the possibility for him to come back has been destroyed. So he's dead for good. His final death, vampire style. The true death he's had. So he can't like take his mind from his corpse or whatever and put it into a new body. The technology just won't work. There's this sort of lattice thing around people's brains that seems to be the way they transport people around into different bodies, and that has been destroyed. There's absolutely no way to recover it. So we have somebody who, one, has the technology, knows how to do that, but there's some other strange, mysterious goings on. We found other deaths, other people who are connected to this guy. Maybe there's a conspiracy. Anyway, before we get into it, I need to change the coloring on the console, because once again, the console has decided to not keep my video settings, so the game is a lot redder than it should be. Second, now that we know exactly where this problem comes from, I can change it easily enough. That looks right now. Okay. So let's shrink. We'll jump into it. When we wrapped up the stream, our character, again, his name, I forget, was undergoing their
Let's get busy then.
synchronization test. So the 2 weeks mark after their accident, they've been dropped into a new body. This new body is pretty shit. It's pretty shit. Clearly, it's a Class E body, not a Class E body, a Class E body. It has a lot of problems that are You can kind of see them here. It's got a lot of allergies. Some of the other things about it, it has asthma, it has something else. I could do all of it. Anyway, the point is, we got to synchronize with it. And to do that, we have to relive a bit of our background, a bit of our memory. So our wife, I think it's our wife. It's not immediately clear, but it would appear that she jumped to her death here. And as you might imagine, with the way the government has this sort of somewhat ownership of your body, willingly killing yourself is frowned upon, perhaps. And it's possible either they're refusing to bring her back, or the body was so destroyed that the lattice thing, it has a name, I forget what it is, just can't be recovered or whatever, for whatever reason. Anyway, he's very traumatized about that. And the accident that happened 2 weeks ago, he derailed a train, caused a lot of death. Death obviously not as big a concern in this world, since you can just body hop. But it would seem he killed his partner in the process, and he's been sort of trying to block that out. But blocking that out is causing synchronization issues with the body. So he's gotta learn what he did sooner or later. But whatever, we've only still got a bit of the picture. Alright, so now we are basically going over the evidence that we collected in the Zeppelin explosion, the Icarus. Because again, somebody very cleverly decided to call this the Zeppelin. Or decided to call the Zeppelin an Icarus.
Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Okay, let's have a look around. I'm just going to pick these up because they have little audio things about them. The man with an encrypted Icarite, that's what it was. That's the lattice thing that goes in your brain. Arms dealer and owner of Phalanx, an elite security company.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation.
Body Acts. Plans to lower the age of free body subscription and a series of additional fees related to the use of bodies.
Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer.
So the plans will take longer because they're all dead, but again, we're just sort of waiting for them to come back in this case. Agent Dean, the Chief Steiner's trusted man, specialist in discreet work. Chief Steiner is our boss, the police chief.
Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was.
Toxicology of the Icarus analysis showed that Kovalev, that's the guy who's connected to Green, who's the founder of the technology, had substances in his blood that Sarah couldn't identify. Nothing similar was found in any of the other bodies.
Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Right, so they were drunk and high, but nothing out of the ordinary. Fucking Demmer. John Park, politician and shareholder of the well-known company, Demmer, who are some kind of food conglomerate, I think. Earlier leads indicated he was a friend of Green's.
Burned to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No.
We're not a fan. We're not a fan of the guy. The serpent symbol. The symbol drawn on the safe along with the date of the events that took place on Icarus. This is like an Ouroboros thing.
Damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre.
We have seen this symbol before in the last murder site. Jane Salma's scarf. Item belonging to a famous psychologist that establishes her presence on the Icarus.
Famous psychologist, back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
So that's her with Park, the Demmer guy. But she was also with Kovalev and Green on the day Green died. So she's at least somewhat adjacent. Travis Collette, a chic developer with initials on a silk tie, the owner of several skyscrapers, including Green's building.
We've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry.
Jimmy. Green's last letter. The politician was afraid of someone. He couldn't wait any longer to carry out his plans. He had one last friendly request Kovalev to complete his work.
So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
But we were under the assumption that Kovalev had killed Green, but doesn't seem like it now. Technical plans, drawings of the electrical installation of a building. Identification information has been erased.
That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Alright, we don't know where the building is, but we have the plans for it. Alright, so what are we starting with? What do Green's case and the shootout on Icarus have in common? This letter. Okay. Looks like completing the work meant killing important people. Why would Kovalev check off that item if it would ruin him? Why would he do that? Body acts, maybe? To stop them? No, that's not it. If it was all about politics and scams, Green and Kovalev wouldn't have gone to extremes. It's fair enough. No. 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 Maybe? Because they both had this in their body. Looks like completing the work meant killing important people. Why would he do that? Another similarity between Kovalev and Green. The same thing happened to Kovalev. Possibly? Because we do have the serpent symbol.
Sarah, you have access to the CTC registers.
Just checked. Kovalev's Icarite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damn good
Psychologist.
question.
Possibly.
Let's check.
Okay, seems the date marks the day of a final death. Someone wants to stop them or make them do something. They died executing a plan. Could anyone here have known Green and Kovalev were up to something? The psychologist would have known. Not you, sorry. You.
Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
Yeah, okay, fine. Salma was on the periphery of events, but... yeah, alright, fine. Doubt it. I guess Miller, because his brain's encrypted, so we don't really know.
Despite what we saw in the Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep.
Miller knew anything Phalanx wouldn't have been broken so easily. Alright.
As the Chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
Okay. Could anyone here have known Green and Kovalev were up to something? It's no coincidence he dropped in here for a drink. As a cop and the Chief's boy, he'd know about Green's death. What was he trying to do here? We found him talking to this guy. Unless he wanted these plans. that seemed to be what they were discussing.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here.
He was making a deal for plans for an installation in some building. What does he need them for, and what building? Alright, well... this guy owns them, so maybe that can narrow it down a bit further. Before Green's death was public, Dean tried to get the plans for his apartment from Travis Collette. What did Green mean in the letter? What plan did he start? Did we miss something in the apartment?
So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
He may have been working for someone else. The chief does his job as best he can. The chief has been bought.
Sorry to say, but it looks like our old bastard is deep in someone's pocket.
But what did he really want? What did he need the plans for?
Your questions keep getting better. We missed something at Green's. Something damn important.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Oops.
Oh, fuck you.
Maybe we
Don't
shouldn't have
wait
punched
for
that thing.
dinner. You're late.
We probably shouldn't have punched that thing.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
When we had our synchronization test, we didn't like the results and we beat up the machine.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera.
Yes, mother.
Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Cute.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
What is this? What are we looking at? Hey, buddy. Alright. Reasonably certain it's up here. Also reasonably certain we went in here and didn't see anything.
Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Is it not this? Okay. That was a weird painting. Okay, now we've seen these. These are all the same still. controls for this are gone. What if that's an oversight from the developer, or they... Is that on purpose?
I've never understood this stuff.
Yet it doesn't surprise me in the least that Green was into it. A real man of the people. At least that's what he wants you to see.
Right. Total bullshit.
So the idea is that Green founded this orphanage. It's meant to be like a philanthropic thing, but of course, it's also a ready supply of people who couldn't possibly afford to pay for their bodies.
This is not the place. Let's not give up.
Unless it's under the stairs?
That's not what the map wants to tell me.
Okay, so we're not going to be talking about the stuff that's under this. Okay. He has either a copy of the Declaration of Immortality or the real deal. Not sure. Okay, I think it's under the stairs. I thought it was upstairs. It's not. This thing. A vault, a safe, and it's open. That's not good.
The fucking safe. Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Yeah.
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
Does it have a secret compartment?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. God, never mind.
That seems wrong. Not this? Okay. I think I need to follow the ones that go up. That goes up. Alright, so it comes up here. And goes across. Why is this so awkward? Like it dies there. Alright, it's not this then. It must be the one that was downstairs. I have any way of getting to that?
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
This is a refrigerator.
What? No.
Projector?
Pneumatics! Opens something! Quit screwing around!
Oh, it's funny.
We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
That's where it's getting its power from. Can I get through here? Oh, I can't.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. The wall is a meter from the safe. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm
Well,
building my
now.
resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
A safe within a safe. Safeception. Ugh. Oh dear.
James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck.
Well, I hope there's an exit.
So green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions.
Whomst might you be?
Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. What?
Crap. I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's fine.
Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Maybe.
Sarah?
You still dead? Okay, good. Alright, don't get back up.
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
I don't know where I am.
What is this place? What
Okay.
happened here?
Well,
Piano?
I have bad news.
Auction house?
You're late for the party.
Certainly am. Hang on, what's this? Oh-ho, dead people.
Glass. A lot of shrapnel. Where did it come from? I'll get back to that.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was... over here. No, fuck it. I'd better start from the beginning.
Is this a piano? It is a piano.
How to quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
3 pillars of action. Patricia, a senator against the government. She will gain the trust of the masses and direct attention to something other than the bill. Or what? Chris, governor will announce increased security measures. Terrorism? Cadith, themes for distraction. Talk to the assistants. Send a note to all 3 by tomorrow.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
I think we've jumped ahead a little bit too much. Questions. Remember about the Fury. You have to ask about the money. What will happen to it if there are more fees? He will answer that he will go to social welfare to support those who can't afford it. At that point, he's supposed to shut up. It's absurd.
Interesting.
This notebook is worth a fortune.
Then why did you leave him?
Questions you mustn't ask. What about body inflation? And where are they? Never to Green, unless he writes a will. President about the relationship with his daughter. 1 scandal per shell. Besides that, already in that shell, it was an open secret that he had Stockholm Syndrome. Hard to say if there's anything more interesting to squeeze out of it. What?
And thus, conspiracy theories are born.
New project. We're creating a secret society. Okay. Prepare. People who could participate in it. I need demands. I need to find some conspiracy theory shit based on technology, maybe from outer space. Green probably won't agree to that. How to sell it to people. Okay. Guess I need to know who owns this notebook. Alright. Let's go to the start.
Deserve your mask. Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now.
Got liar written underneath him as well. Do we take a clue that he doesn't have his pants on? That important? I mean, I'd say it is, but...
Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline.
Lots of blood? No? Is it not this message? No? That seems like it would be that.
He was standing under it.
Oh, there's another dead guy.
Pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier.
My phenomenal cosmic strength? Oh, no. Oh, wait, my weird gauntlet thing. Okay, that's fine.
The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer?
Dun, dun, dun.
Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
Lower than his ring?
There's more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Not sure what I was looking at there. He's got a gun, though.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Okay, so he's firing at somebody. You shooting at, buddy?
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
Pew pew.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that.
So he's shooting at somebody, and rather than shoot back, somebody shot the chandelier above his head? Hell of a shot.
You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano.
Okay. Oh no, am I stuck on... Oh, I'm stuck on something.
Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces.
Was there something here first?
Like you got hit by a truck.
Crushed chest, damaged internal organs.
Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more.
I think he flew over the barrier. He tried to jump, maybe, and got shot mid-jump?
Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
Mr. Blagojevich, together with the council, we have received your request and would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by courier. If you decide to come in a different shell, please bring an invitation with you. Looking forward to seeing you.
Why were you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down.
Blagojevich's thing. Okay. took a running jump by the
Still
looks of
don't
it.
know what this asshole was doing.
And I guess got shot in the middle of it?
Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense.
Is that an exit wound? Or an entrance wound? Yes, an exit wound? A bottle.
Looks too rich for my blood.
Trying to stab somebody?
A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Champagne? Quality of our drink lies in the care. We focus on our family's heritage and strive to provide the best experiences and memories of this era. By choosing our liquor, you can be sure that you are in good hands and your evening will be unique. It's just, they're not wrong about the unique part. Okay. So where were you sitting?
Bingo. So you were sitting here.
Somebody shoot the bot?
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding.
Somebody behind him. Did I pick this up?
This Everson would sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
I think that's this guy.
Fucking wiring.
Wait, I probably shouldn't stand here. Because that thing's gonna fall on my head.
You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Alright, so he jumps, gets shot, somehow ends up over there. And then this guy... Ooh, what's going on there?
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
Saw that though. You. So he got tagged.
Yet something or someone stopped him.
Hello.
Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway.
Was he though? He's not the only time we've had somebody with an incredible shot show up in this game. God damn it.
You do this.
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Never mind.
Dunno. I was delirious.
Misery loves company. especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
Game won't let me turn the flashlight back on. I don't know why.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Interesting. Oh my goodness, what is going on in there? Hello.
You're left with no desires except to kill. Then it's high time to die indeed. This reminds me of something. I borrowed one from Icarus.
No, I didn't.
Less and less pleasant memories.
Okay. So they're on a loop. Who is this?
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend.
So, seeing Icarite used here, this would be people's, like, I don't know, souls, I guess? Their mind, their consciousness being used for artistic shit for these fucking assholes.
Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. Turns out that they're all on one payroll.
And thinking about it now, the Icarite, well, not thinking about it now, thought about it the first time I saw it, really. The Icarite looks like the laurel leaf, you know, like Roman emperors would wear. Just what she's wearing there. The whole thing also has a kind of a smack of the fall of Rome to it.
The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range.
Is her ass part of the evidence? I think it should be. Dragged?
Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such
Tell
a
me what your
noble
name
guy,
is, then.
right?
On Icarus,
Hello, madam.
you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations.
Alright, what else is in the room before we continue?
Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
They know each other, then why masks? Why bother? Aw, boo. Got all the masks here. Alright, nothing here in dressing rooms. Okay, who the fuck are you?
Drake Starr. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. .9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from.
Head?
Went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
The fuck is eco marble? Alright, well, your bullet somehow managed to shoot the head off and it landed there, so you can probably figure out where you were aiming from. There you are.
You.
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
No. Also, who's Sarah? What are you talking about?
Painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch.
Okay, so you came out from behind the dressing room. The windows were covered. They opaque then, so they couldn't see what was happening? They weren't aware. Were they aware they were being watched?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds.
Just that. Okay, so that's on. He comes out, takes a shot. How the fuck did it fall off that way? Okay. Then what did he shoot after that?
Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her.
Alright, that's what the second shot was.
She was bleeding like hell.
So they're sexing it up. She cuts his throat because death is kind of meaningless now in this society. Upper level of the society. But she wasn't prepared for this guy appearing randomly. Yeah, she cuts his throat. Then shoots her. Misses. Hits the statue? Maybe hits the statue with his first shot?
The senator used them as a shield.
Yeah, he hit the statue with his first shot. And then his second shot hits her. Oof. Got her in the neck. He was already dead.
She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move.
And this guy, who gets the chandelier dropped on his head, must have seen it. Fires through to get this guy. He fires back.
Was she trying to escape?
Wait, when did she get up? Okay, she plays dead. Then other things are happening, and she tries to get out of there, I guess? Why did you stand up? You should have just crawled. They probably wouldn't have seen you. Oh, no, she wasn't. She was going to get a weapon.
Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it.
It's Damascus as well.
Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Oh yeah, she did jump on him, alright. But he moved over to there. So how'd he get there?
Was she waiting for her moment?
Possibly? Okay, so somehow he comes out here, shoots her. She plays dead. The knife's still in her hand there. And the shooter is getting shot at the moment. And at some point in the intervening time, he's gone over here. And she gets up to stab him. There's no blood on it at the moment.
Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you?
Yeah! Ah, in the back of the neck. Nasty. Ah, and then he shoots her. Okay. So she hadn't been shot at this point, I think. Made it look like she had been shot?
A ton of lead. And burned skin. They had to struggle. But he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel.
I mean, a 9mm is a piece of steel. But before that...
She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote.
But she doesn't. He shoots her. He falls anyway.
Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
So she tries to crawl away, probably bleeds out, and we know this guy starts firing back at them.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kate is shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
Okay, then he shoots the chandelier at some point. I don't think it's landed yet.
Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus.
He shoots through the wall?
A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadus's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy.
Shoots the chandelier and then has the room disappear again, I guess?
fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier?
That chandelier had it coming. He just moused over it until it turned red, and then he shot it. It's not that hard.
Lucky,
Hell of a shot.
but respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. Where?
Tapes? Will we still call them tapes? Alright, if I were tapes, where would I hide them?
I think I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously.
Really bad culture? Fuck is that supposed to be? Could I keep them here? No. Maybe in the bar? Okay, well, it's pointing me back to this, but I guess I can use this to...
Here? Rachel would be disappointed. But I'm not too surprised.
I don't know who that is. Okay. Looks like it's pointing back towards the bar. Where does this go? Okay, that's just to another one of those. Atari.
A recording console? I wonder what it turns on. Zilch.
Screens weren't fucked up, maybe it would work.
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun.
Empty. No, no it isn't.
9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him?
Hey, no, we had more. The glove has a monogram on it.
Gee, we go back to the beginning. Edward
Green.
What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
What does she have to do with all this?
And there she is again. That's the psychologist.
Billy Coriacci. She wins the Best Actress award year after year. This is getting boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriacci anymore.
Then who is it? We met in other shows. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me. Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches. Let's see where you take me.
Right, so we got the camera. Another camera.
Another. This must be a dead end.
Fuck. Oh, did they just loop? Alright, where does this go?
Let's run deeper.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. Not now.
I have my pills.
It's so close.
Where are my pills at? Take my pills. Hope I got everything I needed up there.
So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Oh, it's cryo.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Icarite in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Gender male, body class A+, age 21. Certificate number... No. Special features, large muscle mass. Guess one of these is a senator?
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, we could lose their bodies. But Icarites, why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Female, B+, age 21, no certificate, has a tattoo. Really? I mean, they can remove tattoos now. You'd think the technology for doing that would be way advanced by now. Oh, there's Eddie.
Same as on the table at Green's.
Wait a minute.
He was here.
Why does he have two right-hand gloves? I can't fucking go back and check now. Was the other one a right-hand glove or a left-hand glove?
All those innocent souls.
Where are their Icarites?
You already know that. The actor was hung up on them.
Jesus.
Fuckers.
Male, C+, 21, castrated. Jesus. That guy had a rough life, and he didn't even get much of one.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back. He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
He does know who she is.
How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her? This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims,
Maybe they want revenge.
what kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not Green. You can't buy me.
I'm not doing it purely because he wants me to, more or less.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah.
Okay, so we've discovered
Let myself be tricked like this.
that Green and Coven and whoever else were, their orphanages were more or less exactly what I thought they were. There's the Statue of Liberty, I think.
You idiot. Says that they're fucking with you. Remember that already. I knew more or less where she lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. The question is, what are my taxes being spent on? The bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Maybe I'll stop complaining about my apartment. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you?
Oh wait, no, there's a third one I wanted to look at. Damn it. So is this Ellis Island, or did they move the statue?
Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
I feel like landing my car here is a mistake, but...
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt. At least she stayed right here with her people. No one else did.
So one question is, because the city is so tall, that this water and the storm and whatever, it's not necessarily naturally occurring? Like the water could be just runoff? I'm leaving my car door open too, am I? Okay, cool. Cool.
The cable straws the most of it.
Okay.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Coffee is life. You say so.
Sarah?
I broke your lock, sorry. I didn't have a lock. Oh. I broke your door then.
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
Wait. How fucking tall are these handrails? Or how fucking short am I? They're up to my neck. Am I crouching? Game doesn't have a crouch button. What the fuck? I'm like 4 foot.
What is this place?
Go away. No. Can't make me. Hello, madam? Ah, fuck, that's bright. That's less than ideal, really.
Oh, fuck.
We're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Mannequin hands. Alright, what do you think? We think Sarah is a brain in a jar? Or she doesn't have a body, or there's some other weirdness about it? Hello? Okay, there's a downstairs. Okay, let me check downstairs. How you doing? Sarah? That's not good. I got my flashlight back. Does it say Sarah on the back of her head? Taylor? I'm not gonna like what I find out down here, am I? Leave. It's supposed to be an ugly one. Ah, damn it. Footsteps? Do you have a name? Don't see it. What this?
might be an easy target.
Oh, I think the stranger is. I think the stranger might be a brain in a jar.
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
And he has control of Sarah? Yeah, Sarah's in an IV chair by the looks of things.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
You mean me, right?
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
I'm not shooting.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Actual person in the video game.
What in the actual fuck's going on?
I thought some junkie broke into my house. Sorry.
What are you doing? Ow. Hurts.
I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, whoa, 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 whoa.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions, too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Hey, Banana, you getting on?
And you're smoking, too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good, Banana.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story. And complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories.
This whole game is a complicated story.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
No worries, Banana. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're here now.
I rented my body on the black market.
Oof.
You, the body department liaison.
Oh, look who's holier than fuck.
And what? Lost it, I guess? Can I pause? Old museum. Oh, she's literally in the Liberty Island Museum. Okay. So before we go on, Banana. And for myself, I guess, too, because I need to recap what the fuck's going on in this game. This is Nobody Wants to Die. The cyber noir detective thing. We are James Kara, detective off the force for about 2 weeks because of an accident he was involved in. It's the year is 23 something. And this new technology, or not that new technology, it's been around a while, but it allows people to body jump effectively and essentially be immortal. And the way it has been enforced is the government requires you to sign up for the body subscription program when you begin at 21. Your first couple of years, I think, are free, and then after that, you need to start paying for it. Or if you, I don't know, join the military, you get something off, and etc. There's various things around it, but more or less, if you're rich, you don't have an issue. If you're poor, your body might get taken away from you. And this tends to happen in a capitalist kind of thing. Things get priced way too much. All the good bodies, Class S bodies, Class A bodies, and so on. The young, the attractive, fit, healthy, all that kind of stuff, they go to the rich. All the other bodies go to the poor, middle class, and the really, really poor don't get a body. They just, I don't know. They go into the mind vault, I think is what the game is called, but I'm gonna start to think dystopia-wise that's not a thing. They're just thrown in the bin. So this has created a pretty shitty society. This is obviously very, exaggerated and over the top. The rich are ridiculously rich and the poor are living in absolute squalor and so on. They can die and they go into someone else's body, pretty much, yeah. So they have this kind of crown that wraps around the brain internally, and that's what keeps your consciousness and overrides the consciousness of the body that you're being put into. And as long as they can extract that crown and put it in a different body, you can essentially live forever. Ways around it that people can die, if you can destroy the crown, so a headshot can break it, but it can still be repaired, so it can still take a while, but they'll eventually get it back. But what we have discovered, the first couple of deaths in the game, the inventor of the technology and a couple of other people, you can melt the crown, which nobody thought you could do up until now, and there's absolutely no way to recover that, and that's it. They're dead for good. But obviously that's being kept very hush-hush, because it would be quite a problem if people suddenly learned that it was possible. Immortality is in fact not immortality, and you can't die. We've just come from another crime scene where there was a shootout, but it was also a scene of the fall of Rome kind of debauchery. People were watching this senator and this other really well-known actor have sex in other people's bodies, and then the senator killed the actor as part of the entertainment kind of thing, because who cares, it's not your body, we're just going to put you back in your other body anyway. So, and the guy who owns this body, well, fuck him, nobody knows who he is, so whatever. All kind of reprehensible shit. Anyway, we have been given the task of trying to discover who's been killing all of these elite guys. Sarah, who's our liaison, who we've never met before, we didn't know anything about her. We've just met her now. She should be in a 30-year-old body, her natural body, basically, but she's not. She's just revealed to us that she's rented her body out on the black market for whatever, money, presumably. And I guess there's been some complication because she's in an old person's, possibly at the end of her life, body at this point. And that's where we're at, pretty much. So Sarah is a body Department of Mortality liaison. She essentially does the research work for field officers.
Locator. Some perfectly innocent stalking.
I think that's my apartment. Here's all the pictures I've sent her. Well, some of them anyway. Sounds weird. Yeah, it's I'm giving you very much the cliff notes. There's a lot of in-depth world building in the game.
What fucking emotions management issues?
Tips for cooperation with me. Don't mention the wife. Don't argue. Just distract him. He abuses alcohol. He has a problem with emotion management. How dare you? Is your character also in someone else's body? We are in our 5th body. Our first body was a Major League Hall of Famer guy. We got injured at some point and couldn't play anymore, so we jumped into another body. That body wasn't quite good enough to keep playing in the NFL, so we ended up joining the police force. I think at some point that body gave out, we had to get a new one. which we couldn't really afford on a detective salary, so we've been gradually getting a worse and worse and worse body. And the body we're in now is considered Class E. Not Class E, Class E. It's like asthmatic, it's really short. I think he's like in his 50s. It's got a bunch of allergies. Not great. But we also weren't really given a choice, because we, Class E, yeah. A, B, C, D, E. That's where we are. Is that the lowest level? I don't know. Anyway, we found Sarah. Sarah appears to be living on, I think, the ground floor, as it's called. The city has essentially just been built all the way up. New York City. We are in Statue of Liberty, as you can see. Statue of Liberty Museum. I don't think so. 10 Secrets of Recycled Art.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
Oh, okay, so that's what all our mannequins are as well. But it's kind of like What Remains of Edith Finch. I mean, in the sense that it's a first-person walking simulator, yes, but otherwise, not really, no. It's a lot closer to something like Observer. Ow.
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight.
So we did find a mannequin
And then
upstairs
something
with
flashed
Taylor's
out of
name
the
on it.
rubble. So we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
I didn't like either thing, so glad it's not. Wasn't, to be honest, a fan of Edith Finch either. I didn't get the buzz around it.
You're on your own fast in the slums, because you can either afford children, or you can afford new bodies. Not both. I was ahead of my family by the time I was 15. We found out there used to be a museum here, so we dug more.
There's one scene in Edith Finch that I did actually quite like. Usually it's the scene everybody says, but the rest of the game,
Misery, desperation.
didn't think it was all that great.
Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
It's taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor, surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days. No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back. After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. And there was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You get it now?
Oh, fuck.
Ugh. I'm okay.
Damn it.
We're okay.
Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
What are you pouring? We could do that. I'll wait for the tea if that's what you're making. It was on PlayStation Plus, so I tried it. I got bored. It was too plastic. It does have like the feeling of being really high fidelity but being off, and that's kind of what a lot of games that aim for high fidelity but don't quite nail it. I get what you mean though. I do think it's worth playing all the way through. I just don't think it's worthy of the kind of hype everybody gives it. Like, it's okay.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Okay, hang on. Let's check the bathroom. I'm not going to take the ambrosia, but we can check the bathroom anyway. He needs a drink. So, there's this thing called synchronization, and it's how well your Icarite adapts to your new body. And if you're having trouble with it, you can take these things, and it's supposed to help with it. The issue is that James isn't willing to admit how he died last time. He doesn't want to relive it, and part of the synchronization process is understanding that you are in somebody else's body, that it's not your body. So he's having problems. I don't think I'll play it again, that's fair. My last will. Max, Peter, Dario, you deserve answers, lots of them, but first you deserve an apology. I lied to you. I haven't gone anywhere. I tried everything to get Taylor out. I didn't want you involved because it was too dangerous. The fact that you're reading this is proof. I'm sorry I left you. Sorry I didn't say anything, and sorry I didn't make it. I only asked one thing, and I thought about it carefully. If I can't live without Taylor, I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together in the bank. Don't pull me out. Love, Sarah. P.S. I sorted everything for you. The items are below, marked with your names. Everything else can be thrown away or sold and divided. Right, that's her stuff for whoever those three are. This must be them. Taylor and Sarah, and then Max, Dario, and Peter. There's been a few mentions of like Greek gods and Mount Olympus and stuff like that, so they are going for that kind of. He wants to forget. I don't think he doesn't want to forget it. He just doesn't want to remember it, I suppose. But he knows he has to. It has something to do with his wife, and we don't know yet what that is. It's kind of been alluded to.
This is older than me.
It's kind of been alluded to that his wife may have jumped to her death, and he's having trouble dealing with that. Chicken of Justice. The last of his kind, he fights for a better world. When darkness falls, he dons a mask and dispenses justice. He crows each dawn with a pure heart, knowing he's protected the streets of his city. Solve puzzles and summon the Chicken of Justice. Are you worthy to become his assistant? Is this Chicken Police? Is this a stealth advertisement for Chicken Police? Looked at that. Bear. Quack. Chicken Batman, that's it.
Blood tests. Beginning of the month.
How's she doing? Blood test results, Jane Salma, body number, yeah, body age 29. Jane Salma, isn't that the psychiatrist? Why do you have her blood tests? Synchronization, the key to happiness, by Jane Salma. You've already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you're holding. Jane Salma, an expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, "Synchronization is all that really matters," reveals the secrets to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness. Department of Mortality, body confiscation. Icarite will be delivered to the memory bank immediately. Alright, well, we know where she is, I suppose. In the bank. Just have to get her. Pay and get her a body, because we're not going to get her old body back, unfortunately. Somebody else has that.
2042 living museums. In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
Yeah, how long did that last?
2042 living museums.
No, it's the same thing.
In response to the continuing needs of
Okay, can I get upstairs?
2057 bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Well, that didn't fucking take long, did it? What was the last one? 2040 something? 2057? All the living museums are dead? Great. Good job, everybody. Chicken justice. Alright, can I get up here? Alright, I can't get up here. There isn't necessarily any reason to come up here.
Citizens, I assure you, we care about the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down to the smallest and make cities bloom again. Not out of town, not in museums, right here on Liberty Island.
We are on Liberty Island.
My word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word. Our future is green.
Okay. Then we have not come across a plant, like in the whole game. There was one tree at the beginning of the game, and it was specifically called out as being the last cherry blossom tree. And it has since been exploded, so that's not happening anymore.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Perhaps.
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her, and of course she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
It's the friends we made along the way.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar.
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
That's fair.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy?
I'm a
I said
detective,
that none of
no.
the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes, the chicken of justice could only be summoned by solving one.
Of course, of course.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
Good for them.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
To be fair, I did have to just work. Mine was just given to me.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess
Hey,
that's how
same.
I managed to pass all the exams.
I don't really want your job, though.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
Ugh.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
Yeah, me.
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
It's gonna turn out it was me.
I get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Good luck with that.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious.
Okay. Well, this other guy who's been in our head for the last while suggests that it might be possible. Frozen Memories, research by an independent scientist and social activist B. Chalmers, proves that memory disorders increase in proportion to each year spent in the memory bank. Great. CDC Director George Boyle declined to comment, I'll bet. Unofficial sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Chalmers. Oh good, he's said things we don't want the rest of you to hear. Fearing censorship, Chalmers is publishing his research in our newspaper. On the other hand, that could just be an advertising thing. Identity at risk. Professors Or Prafford and D. Sinburn argue that Icarite transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. Icarite rebuilds a functional organization specific to the functioning of each individual in a new body, recreating it only to the extent that the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Okay. Dreaming Icarites. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous show traces of frozen Icarite activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarites can feel or think? Can they dream? They dream of electric sheep and so on? Hey, you have plants.
What are these funny mushrooms?
Or shrooms.
Oh, they're great for your health.
Is that all?
And they help with desynchro in micro doses.
Are these psilocybin?
I'm not judging.
Judging a little bit. And also why you didn't offer me any. Alright.
Bottoms up. Honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
You're supposed to clink your glasses, guys. Anyway.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
And the locator?
You're always snooping. But yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
Ah, okay, so that's not my apartment.
And was she there the night of Green's murder or not?
She was on schedule. The time of the visit left no doubt.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? Current model.
Solma said it was recycled.
Recycled bodies. The hell does that mean?
Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
You can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears with a
What is she doing?
twist, and you have to deal with them.
James,
Pulling out the sticker?
I have to save her. Fuck.
Well, she's not pulling at it anymore.
You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
I can't tell good from bad, especially in this fucked up world.
So I see just a little bit.
Someone.
She's
had
been lying to us pretty much the whole time.
Fight. Screw the cost.
Well,
Well, not lying to us, I guess. She's just been
yes.
Do you know what I get?
deliberately hiding information.
Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Nyam. Alright, let's snoop a little bit more. Snoop, 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 snoop. Snoop, 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 snoop. Snoop, 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 snoop. Got another button to press.
2071, Green Bank. Acid rain ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora.
Except it did, though, didn't it?
Bulbs in seats and temporarily.
Was it faster? She's got the pro wheelchair, I guess. Alright, this is where I got knocked out. It was admittedly a pretty good shot.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Work well under pressure, resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice. Then shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Okay, there is apparently something else I could ask, but I don't see anything else.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I did.
Told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Oh, was she not
Fire
heard?
report here.
Oh,
No.
she hasn't heard about the last place.
In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously?
Of course I
What
was.
surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
It's part of the process.
Where do we start?
Alright. Pick up this thing.
James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Okay. The transfer machine. Green had an illegal consciousness transfer machine kept in a secret room under the foyer.
His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
Are those Riddler trophies? Kinda. They are questions. Green's plans. Lots of failed attempts to save the current system.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least to them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Yes, because you're running out of healthy bodies, aren't you? They're pushing the poor to take lower class bodies, whatever that's supposed to mean, but genetically, it's going to be a dead end, because you're going to inbreed, essentially, is going to be the problem if they keep going this way. Monitoring recordings. Recordings of Green's massacre. Afterward, you can see he took a lift up by himself and then hanged himself. Come on, video game. You hang people, you hung art. From the tree, but he acted like someone was there with him.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the red room.
I'll try to get to them.
Salma's recording of synchrotest conversations between Salma and Green. The politician's predictions didn't bode well.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
Oops. Icarus Lounge. The famous Boyle and fucking Park plotted in the same lounge with Roy from the stadiums and Miller from the security company.
Dumber.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
The Red Room's bigwigs, a combative senator, a lecherous governor, a media magnate, an influential group. They plotted to distract the little people and diffuse unrest. Well, there's a riot going on in the city right now, so that didn't work.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there? Apart from the obvious.
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads.
The Fourth Estate is journalism, newspapers, the media, that kind of thing. TV people, a group of journalists and celebrities from the Red Room, all delivering the same message through screens.
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that
Ada Wong.
millions eat up.
Wolverine. Orphanages. Green's orphanages were secretly body farms for him and the other sick fucks.
I still don't get that part of the story.
I don't know how anyone
I
didn't
think that they
think
really
about, like,
used the...
I immediately assumed this is what they were for.
At least the motherfucker's
I
dead.
don't know how anyone else wouldn't have thought that.
Like him deserved it.
They've got everybody, I know. Uroborai. The modus operandi of a murderer. Symbols and dates, one carved half a century ago, the other freshly painted, both coinciding with the dates of Green's and Kovalev's final deaths.
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Alright, so what are our questions? I did, yes. Taking over the body. Do we have any indication the killer took control of Green? Well, we do have his recording that he seemed to feel like that's what was happening.
Erosion of consciousness. Never heard of something like that.
Neither did I. That means he was weaker than we thought.
Okay. And then we have The meaning of intrigue. What was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? I don't know. Maybe it's this.
Okay, let's assume that this was his motive. What's next?
Okay, so what have we got on this? Green feared losing control of his actions. Salma called it the erosion of consciousness, but Green obviously meant something more. Could this condition be used against him? Possibly this, because he ended up shooting a bunch of people.
Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse.
Think he desynced them? Clearly Green had trouble controlling his behavior. What could have driven him to this state?
Maybe there is something that has a negative effect, like synchro tests, only in reverse.
Oh, okay, it's just what she just said. Okay, that's fine. What could have driven him to this state? I mean, there was this weird potion thing that we found at that site, so probably that? Okay, it's not that. There's no mention of the symbol in either the therapy or the recording. It's not... I mean, it's not the symbol I was trying to point out, but that's fine.
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Okay, so that's the end of the line of that. There's no sign anyone there had done a consciousness swap, but the level of Green's desynchronization, along with the recordings, show he wasn't fully in control of himself. Okay, and what's this one? If all his plans to save the current system had failed, what was his next move? Get the word out, I guess. They're major players, but New York City politics has too many pillars for their temporary loss to have much impact. What's missing in the big picture? At most, these people could publicize the plot, but not carry it out, okay? Not them. Alright, all the big players who are in the Icarus Lounge, I suppose.
You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Oh, she's added more things. Okay. Green's shadow. Green was a key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
Changing of the guard, the situation created a political vacuum, perfect for somebody who wanted to seize power.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
Or the puppet master. If someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too.
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
I don't think he was. I think Kovalev had the same issue. Why did Green have to die?
Once the king is knocked down, the game's usually over.
Major pieces like Green aren't sacrificed for pawns. Okay. Not that. To create a power vacuum?
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
The problem is everyone could bear the weight of the crown after Green is ruled out of the game of Thrones. Alright, so they really do just want to blow the whole thing up?
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Killing Green was the last straw to destabilize the town, but why now, in the middle of everything, instead of pulling the strings to the bitter end? Don't think anyone but Green can prevent the city.
James, we're drifting.
Taking a
true.
circuitous route to our goal.
Your puppet breaks down, you replace it with a new one, you don't fuck up the whole theater. Okay, fine. I don't get what this has to do with it, though. Apparently that's it, but I don't understand why. Destroying the world order takes a plan carried out over decades, but Green died before he finished the job. What was was this his doing or the killers? Which one was pulling the strings?
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Wait, where did she get all these models? Like, the one that we do in James's apartment, it's like all holograms, and he's using his empty beer bottles to move stuff around. These are actual things, though.
Close with Seth?
Sure. He was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing an Icarite? You blaming yourself?
Cops account for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this.
So Seth was killed during the train accident that we had, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago? 2 months ago? I think it's 2 weeks. But his Icarite was damaged, but not irretrievable, so they're reconstructing it, but that takes quite a while. So he's going to be gone for like a year, 2 years, something like that.
Okay. Let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
I don't know.
I'll admit our alleged killer knows a lot, but we don't have enough evidence that taking control of bodies is even possible. Green wouldn't be so easy to manipulate. He held this city by the balls for hundreds of years. Seems he decided to go out in a blaze of glory and burn it all down.
If Green planned it all, then what role did the killer play in everything? So, what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Maybe we have heard of him.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Alright, we're going on a bit of time travel. Oh, she's got something.
I have something. 2 weeks.
Wait a minute, that's me.
Shit, I was wrong. Forget it.
Go back, that's me.
Sarah?
That was me.
Rewind.
Go back. Shit.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
Never.
You know the answer.
Chicken justice, let's go for nobody.
Hang on.
I have to. What's this?
Earpiece.
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Ow, 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 ow. Hey, baby. We're having this nightmare again, huh? Okay. See if I get a bit closer this time. Come on. Why am I so slow? It's this stupid short body they gave me. Damn it!
Rachel.
Rachel, put your swimsuit on. Come over here. Ner. Hey. Come on, Girdle. I can do it. Maybe not. I can do it. But come on, my knees must be out of the water by now. I should be able to run.
Rachel.
Crap. Nah, it's the same nightmare again. Reruns. Get reruns in my nightmares even.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to deal with whatever happened at the train accident.
Ryan, consider your drawing here to Green's farewell location, Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
I'm okay. It's fine.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's a hole. Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
I have one of those.
Don't go. This is no ordinary schmuck who slings packages in the street. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will, though.
I will. Whatever it takes.
I'm okay. It's fine.
You can't cover your ass if you do this.
You don't need to cover my ass. That's what my pants are for.
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. The crowd is panicking.
Amazing. And we're back. Farewell to a piece of shit, you mean? Farewell to a great man! Over the past few days, more and more of the city has been besieged by protests about the reduction of the age of free subscription. However, Commissioner C. Steiner, that's our boss, assures that Central Park will be properly secured during the farewell ceremony for the Venerable Edward Green. It is the first ceremony of this type and of this rank for over a century, so it should be expected that many others will attend in addition to family. Fortunately, however, only the elite will have access to the ceremony upon presentation of a special previously sent invitation. See page 2 of the funeral schedule. Is he dying? Kinda. He's having a desynchronization event. Where the consciousness, I guess, of the body he's in would assert itself. Actually, I'm not sure how that works. If they take the Icarite away, would the brain then reassert itself? Naturally. And then there'd be an Icarite of the person who owned the body originally, so there'd be like 2 of you walking around? That'd be weird. Good idea for a sequel, maybe. Anyway, the Wrath of New York. The citizens of New York will not be silenced this time. Like they've ever been silenced, but okay. They still besiege the streets and demand their rights. How dare they? The initially peaceful protests slowly turned into riots. Well, that's what happens when you won't let them... That's what happens when you don't listen to their protests. They have to get violent. There were several casualties with the police, resulting in at least 7 people being taken to the CTC and more than a dozen injured. Some speculate that the destruction of Icarus was one of the first manifestations of opposition to the city's elite over changes to the minimum age for free body subscriptions. Will the police have enough men to guard our streets? At the same time, a significant part of the force is assigned to provide security for Evergreen's farewell ceremony, and as we've just heard, that has gone to shit. More acid rain, meteorologists are announcing an increase in rainfall, and citizens are advised to stay home because your body will be worth less. Still got my guy.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only 2 kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste and narcotics.
I don't know, you could have that kid's medicine, that tastes pretty good. Alright, so this is the site of the train accident. This occurred before the game begins. This is how our character died the last time.
James, are you there?
Good to hear you.
I'll be on the line, but remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks.
No.
Better.
I'm fine. I'm good. Ah. Looks nice, yeah. I mean, wouldn't mind an apartment. It's Harlem, you know? Looks great. Never better.
Number plate. From Seth's car. I take it as a souvenir for him. But maybe it's better not to mention the accident.
Yeah, that would be a bit weird. Hey, welcome back, buddy. I brought this from... Remember that time a train crushed you? Thanks.
Damn it.
You shouldn't
Can't
have.
see anything.
Turn my camera on.
Do you think there are any traces left after all this time?
Hasn't been
I
that
was
long.
here. How am I not one big lead?
Teddy bear?
It was almost midnight and there were still some children on the train.
Oops.
Maybe some parent forgot a birthday and rushed to the store. I hope.
Hang on, 27? $27. Better be a fucking collectible bear or something. Okay, dead guys. I'd not buy. At least if it wasn't burnt first.
No ticket jokes, conductor? Anything?
That motherfucker had to shoot everyone. So many bodies lost.
What?
Why can't I remember anything?
Because you don't want to.
Most of the blood evaporated in the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something.
Okay, so he's A minus. Fuck, did he get dragged this whole way?
So many different people. Shoe print.
Is it
It was ankle deep in
It's
blood.
me.
This is mine.
James?
I don't have enough information to reconstruct.
Well, that's my shoe print, so that doesn't help. Another dead guy.
Nowhere to run or hide. There's something here. I have to check it out. Some bodies were permanently damaged.
Does this not count? No? Okay. Bullet holes?
The frame looks shot through. I'll check it.
Okay, before we go any further, is there anything else to check up here? That's where we started.
Rachel had a similar one. She recorded lectures with it.
Is it a dictaphone?
Watching the neon lights fading city. Oh no.
Oh no.
What? No, please! I'm begging you!
Oh no! Alright, that's the important one, so let's check this first.
There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was.
Okay.
Who shot them?
I remember this.
Gonna be me, isn't
I was
it?
chasing a guy. A dealer. Motherfucker was... Looks like he was standing around here somewhere. I need to look for more evidence.
I don't know if reconstructing is a
It
good
was the
idea.
teddy bear. It's the teddy bear all along.
Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
Teddy, no!
Looks familiar.
Because it's mine. Pew pew, pew pew. A Sullivan 2030. Yep, that's what we've got.
It fits my gun. Did I?
Oh no.
No.
Am I the shooter? We might be.
I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
I think it's a
No,
bad
you
move.
won't. Wait. James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna do that thing you told me not to do. Okay, cool. Playing as the bad guy? I think we had, like, a puppeteer thing, but... we're not blameless, anyway. Alright, get our fancy doodad. Yep, that's us, alright. I can't see what you want me to do, game. It's too bright. Okay.
The hell? What's going on?
Oh, we're seeing it from first person. That's pretty cool.
We'll get through this difficult moment together.
Oh. Okay, so I think Stranger is actually in our head already, and has been from the beginning. Anyway.
I'll tell you what happened.
Chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
And you fired into the crowd? That's not very good, James. So I fucking shot that guy. Good stuff.
No.
Oh dear. And then I shot that guy. Pew pew! Pew pew!
Manipulating me.
And zoop! Give him my bullets back.
I couldn't kill those passengers. It wasn't me.
Boo! Kabow!
Overwrites my memories. What does he know about the train? From a synchro test?
Is schizophrenia? Confused?
Get out of my
I don't think so. I think this guy is just body hopping. Or he's, I don't know, moves around a network or something maybe? I don't know. I don't know.
Are you alive? Is that Eddie's blood?
No. Ketchup.
Uses your memories against you, like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the desyncs and modifies them. I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything. He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it.
Oh.
Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. My body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
That doesn't sound good. I often have my body is in trouble moments every morning. It's being awake.
People keep leaving you. I need to get to the next car.
If I were here from the start, maybe it'd be easier for me to understand. Yeah, well, that is one of the downsides of these kind of games. They have plot twists every 2 seconds, and it's a fairly dense story. But anyway, that theory that he's with me the whole time, I'm guessing. I'm making it up. I don't know if it's true. I'm leaping to conclusions. I'm okay. What? What kind of fucking train car has 2 floors?
As long as you don't get consumed by frustration.
Already learned it once. Oh, that would be fucking annoying, actually. Musician, and you know, in your old body, you know how to play the guitar, and you move into the new body, and you can't make your fingers do what they're supposed to do. That would suck. Is this supposed to be a train car? I think it's like... Oh no, it's not. Sorry, this is a building. We're making our way to the next train car. Okay, that makes more sense. Pencils? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this makes more sense. The train crashed into something. Blood. Blood is meant to stay inside, James.
What's going on?
I think our Icarite is melting.
Did you know that in the last
It would be an interesting trade today, it sure would.
I understood that you would never accept my decision. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
She would never. It's my own fears, feeding on her death.
Okay. So we did see a scene of her jumping to her death, but it might have also just been like a nightmare. It's not clear if it really happened. Oh, okay. I mean, this train car is still enormous.
The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it.
Driver's license for an Adam Drew. You'd have to remove everything around the train just to get it to move? I mean, the train derailed, like, really terribly derailed. But I don't think it had a massive amount of clearance anyway. Is that a roof? I think that's the roof of a building.
Rachel had one. She wore it to games. Until it broke into pieces.
So this is the team we used to play for. It's not house size though. I know, but it's Jesus, it's fucking enormous. Is it his wife? Yeah, I think so. Get laxatives. Shopping list. Demmer tubes. Premium tubes for guests. Prepare something so it won't get boring. Get laxatives after the premium tubes. That's Demmer for you. I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't look down.
What happened here? Didn't even have time to yell. A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels. I'm moving to reconstruction.
What? Didn't we say we weren't gonna do that? Oh well. Zoop. Okay. So he's running away. We fucking nailed that guy. Kablamo.
I had to have a clean shot.
Wait a minute. He fell down before I even shot him.
Will not kill.
Look, he's already falling down. And then I shot him. Blah. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need all that blood.
Can't I remember it? Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a panther. What's next?
This is really fucking loud. He's throwing up all the blood now. He must have, like, extra blood or something. He's just, like, squeezing blood every time. It's ketchup packets. Okay, so after this guy fell down and then I shot him.
Is this some kind of test?
Wait. These are the people from the Red Room. So yeah, we are having... He is messing with us, I think.
Here's where you're wrong. You can do it. You know what's real.
Interesting.
All those ketchup packets from McDonald's, exactly. Okay, so he's annoyed that we didn't leave all the bigwig executive types to just die forever. He's annoyed that the authorities find them.
Remember what you felt. You remember the taste of blood from biting your lips.
I was in a frenzy.
Some more blood? Blah. Weird the reason McDonald's only gives you 2 ketchup packets anymore. They used to just pick up like a fistful and throw them at you, but they don't do that anymore. Weird why. Weird the reason why. Okay. Hope nobody has vertigo. We gotta get him to pay them back.
So annoying. He got hit hard. Why didn't he give up?
That man, he never gives up. Oh, he did, maybe. I think he fell down here.
The dealer was standing here somewhere and bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
Wait, is this the other part of this? Didn't we find this down at the start? Okay, he doesn't have anything to say about it. That's our partner. What are all these things? I know where the game wants us to go. I'm just looking around.
Recognize that car anywhere? Seth had a distinct style.
Okay, so it's part of Seth's car. Can I get past him? Assume they're fake. Okay. I thought it said Silent Hill. Not yet. Soon. Zoop.
Why did you take her from me? I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for? Names! Now! Lunatic! We'll work this out with the boss.
Seth.
I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die. Go ahead. You're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison? What? Who? Who is he? He doesn't know anything. A counter-terrorist team's on the way. He's aiming at the car. Get the fuck out of here! Are you crazy?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll shoot him down! Why did you do that to Rachel? Go! I want names! This was the last good day of your life.
Uh-oh. Why are these cars so terrible? Why do they have such an obvious weakness?
I'm losing control!
Yeah, no shit. Crap. Me. Blah. Hey, we don't have our thing on.
No. No.
I'm not going in there with you. Our let's run out.
No. I don't want to go in there.
Why not?
Why are you doing this?
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand. All of this has been over you.
Okay.
I'm tired of you being sorry. The world is tired to see you too.
Crap.
Why do you cling so hard to this pathetic life?
Look. It's not great, but it's mine.
Sense. Give it up.
Never.
I want to help you.
Come on, Girdle.
Are you fucking crazy?
Maybe.
Want to play with a knife? Do you?
We are cruel. And you're a sadist when you look at me like I can take away your pain.
Do you always have to make it different? Something good is finally coming to you.
So there is a sealed room in our apartment that looks like that door that was opened up there. And I'm starting to think that Rachel didn't just jump to her death.
Do this to her. Why did you turn her against me?
Is that what you want to hear? My confession?
You motherfucker.
It's the only escape from the nightmare you're stuck in.
Come on. Come on. I don't think I'm supposed to do this one. Come on. Never mind.
I saw in your eyes that you stopped believing in me. I let you down. For a moment, I even felt like I cared.
Help me. I don't have the strength anymore.
I'm sorry.
Please, step inside.
Crap.
Tired already. You lost a long time with a chance. Walking course.
Nerd.
I can feel your mind getting weaker by the minute.
That's so bright.
You motherfucker.
You gave up a long time ago when you had everything. It wasn't our blood that destroyed you. Stop it.
James!
Yes. I'm okay.
James! I've been talking to you for 10 minutes!
Sorry, babe.
Give me a sign of life. Get in touch immediately. James! Hello?
Oh, that's a lot of blood.
James, I need your help. Selma is, my body's in the middle of a riot and it's in danger. James? Are you okay?
Not really, no.
But I'll regret this in the morning.
Okay, so something happened to his kid. James's ladder.
I had a bad feeling about all this.
Jacob's ladder?
A revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to bring blood and pain, and as likely as not, little else.
James, where are you going?
Don't worry. I'm just below the park. I should run into our friends in blue. I'm already flying over.
All airspace. Repeat. Close the airspace over the park. Regroup on 57 and stop them from getting south. I will be there soon.
I don't know how you can tell where he's going.
Easy day to be a police chief.
It's not easy for anyone.
Okay, well, I guess there are some trees.
Not have picked a better epitaph for himself if he tried. A forest of fake trees.
No, they're
that
fake,
last
okay.
Forever without actually being alive.
What exactly happened?
All I know is the mob
Oh, are they
broke through the
holographic
police
trees?
cordon and attacked the rich folks at Green's celebration.
I didn't get to ask my question. Crap, 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 crap. I'm okay. My car, probably not so much.
James? Are you there?
I think so. Mostly.
I've lost my vision. Talk to me.
Copy.
James! Oh, you're alive. You okay?
One sec. Somebody inverted my controls. Give me a
Did you
minute.
get hit hard? James, are you okay?
Hey, where'd my bobblehead go?
I had a hard landing. Before a police car crashed near me.
Did you literally run into one of our friends in blue?
No, no. They ran into me.
There he is! Quick!
Report it. Someone's coming.
He's still breathing! The fucker's hiding!
Back up.
Get him!
One sec.
This guy doesn't have much time.
I mean, I could get out and help him, but
Don't do anything. I can't risk it right now.
And rip out his Icarite! Leave me alone! I'm police!
Go.
Fuck! Huh? I'll finish him off so he doesn't get away! Stop! Wait! Let's get second. Up above! Look out!
oh well. I didn't get to do it in there.
Did they make it in time?
More or less. At least they didn't rip his Icarite open.
Well, we got something out of it.
Selma.
She got to the center of the riot. Now she's heading back. Head south and you'll run into her.
How fast is she moving?
Which way is south?
Fast and steady. I don't think she's hurt. We don't know if someone's after her.
Which way is south? There's no... Which... Which way is south? I assume I'm blocked here? Okay. I think it's this way.
What I love about this car is that on any given day, it always looks better than I do.
It's our upside down city. It's pretty cool. I get, like, the game is obviously made on a budget, so they couldn't go too far with it, but they really went in on, like, some world building stuff. It's really good.
Shit, they took your plate. An APB for a police car was sent out automatically.
Justice to the rich. There's another car.
Great day for scrap dealers. Not for anyone else.
Eat the rich? I'm always saying this.
see some kind of statue.
How big?
Pretty fucking big.
Great. Probably the Morai statue from Green's exhibit, where his farewell happened. Head towards it.
Alright. Figure it out. Right. Alright. Did that tree just move? Yes, it did. Some lads over there. These lads are in perfect synchronization. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot. My body is shit. My plate still wakes the deep. Yes, I have. Should be a full LP of it over on YouTube. Yeah, I thought it was good. Starts off really strong. I don't think it ends that well.
Whose idea was it to say goodbye to Green here?
I don't know. Probably the city. It was the last exhibition he sponsored. Why does it matter?
I'm wondering if this could have been planned.
You think everything that's happened here was also part of Kovalev and Green's plan?
Look, everything happens on the day of Green's funeral. And it all started with him.
Hello, sir.
Paralyzing the city and causing chaos. Well, it works.
But what was the goal? Or a step toward the goal?
Can't remember if you. I think you joined during part 1. Yeah.
Silence. As if every shout, scream, and noise in this city cancel each other out. As if all of this was meaningless.
I mean, it is. It's a video game. Let's not get too fourth wall on it. Oh, these guys are going fast.
Head over there.
What did you say the statue was of?
Morai.
That explains a lot.
Morai were the goddesses of fate. All I know is that they watched over the life thread of mortals and gods.
Oh, nice. I have to take a roundabout route to them. How
You
solid?
will fall.
Slowing down. She seems to be running out of strength. Thelma just sped up. I think she's running away. She's almost to the step.
No worries. I think they found me.
I couldn't believe when the system spat out your name.
Hey,
You
Chief.
just happened to be in the middle of this shitstorm.
I don't know about the middle. I'm a little to the side, I guess.
Listen, I need your help. James Salma's in danger.
What are you doing? Don't get him involved.
The famous psychologist, James Salma? What the fuck have you got to do with her? Wait a minute. She was taking care of Green, right? I need to get her out of here. And screwing with the case this whole time? After I told you to drop it? Fucking course you couldn't.
Correct.
You are under arrest.
I think you've got more important things to do right now.
Damn you. I don't have time for this anyway.
Exactly. Ah. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. All right, fair play.
Watch out! Car! Come on!
Get fucked, Chief. Or get fucked me. Nah, I'm dead. I'm very dead.
Say something! Bob! You better just be a back connection.
Okay, somehow I'm not dead. I really should be. okay? God, hopefully nobody has epilepsy.
Can you hear me? Enter the statue!
Working on it.
Save her, please! It's really close now.
Those are some very large breasts. Just saying.
I'm beginning tired just walking around
This is the biggest boobs I've ever seen.
James,
Yes?
stop moving.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Do you see her? She should be out there somewhere.
I'm looking.
Oh my God. Please.
Is she like 200 feet tall? Made of bronze? No? Okay, well, that's not her then.
She must be somewhere straight ahead. Can you see her? Is she okay?
I don't know.
Yet, but I'll find her.
I'm guessing probably not. Oh, shit. Stop shooting at me.
There she is.
Don't shoot! I was sent by... Good morning, sunshine!
Oh no, get out of my head.
You're too late! She belongs to me!
Oh, you fuck.
We have a problem! This body belongs to someone I fucking care about! It wasn't supposed to be a secret? I listened to you the whole time. Your liaison officer? No different from the rest. And she deserves to be punished. The punishment you didn't have the courage to inflict. Who were you to Green and Kovalev? What did you have in common with them? For years, I've watched people look the other way until they can't see it all and lose their humanity. I had to use them to shake the world up. I don't have the guts. Is it about me or her? Make up your mind. I'm out of patience. It's about people like you. Meaning fucking what? You're all the same. The only difference between you and Green or Kovalev is scale. That's all. I just need to dish out justice one more time.
Sure.
One more time? Kovalev and Green are the ones who did all the work. You did nothing. You're nobody. You hid in their shadow and ended up tormenting a pregnant woman. I made them do it. How long have you been watching me? Who are you? Really? For a long time. I've felt your anger, your frustration. It's coursing through your veins.
No, I'm pretty sure that's blood and alcohol. Don't shoot her. Don't shoot her. Don't shoot her. Don't shoot her.
You need to put that gun down. It's psychosis. This happened to Green and Kovalev too. Put the gun down, please.
What is? What the fuck is going on?
How the hell should I know? I'm trying to figure this all out. But I need you to help me, okay?
You just have to trust me. I'm doing everything to help you.
You're not fighting him. Him? Are you helping him?
No. What? I'm a psychologist. I'm sure you know that. You can trust me.
You know what, Banana? Maybe you were right. Maybe he is like split personality thing.
Desynchro. What?
Probably our Icarite. Our mind has a limit.
It can only handle a certain number of traumas and reincarnations. Until it gives out.
I don't know if I can help you, to be honest, but I'll try. You just have to let me go, okay?
What did Green say about Ouroboros?
About what?
About the snake. The date carved on the tree.
He was working on something he wanted to finish by then. He knew his mind was going. I didn't think that date was when he planned to kill himself. Oh, I should have known he'd try to drag us with him. Bastard, please, put the gun down.
You can trust me. Drop it.
Please.
Don't say it like that. I'm trying, the game won't let me. I'd like to.
Try the path behind me. You have a chance to get through. Take this. Sarah will guide you. You'll just have to calm her down first.
Ugh. It's got blood all over it. Yes. Yeah, sorry about that. And it's gonna be our wife when we look up?
Feel his
No.
breath on my neck. I should have felt fear or anger, but I just felt serene. Maybe because I was so fucking tired.
Well, we did get hit in the head with a... Nah, there it is. I knew he did do it.
Really made it. The second was good too. The third never came. Still, we were lucky. Really lucky. I've been living a stolen, anguished life for a long time. And he was born from that pain.
Everything's all right.
Lord, tonight is long over. Run! I'll get her anyway. I'll drag her to the abyss with you as the tool.
Have we had this whole time? Glug, glug, glug. Well, that'll do it. No, we wanted to sit in that chair. Damn it. Alright, we'll sit in this one instead. Come on, we can make it. We can stare at the giant bronze breasts. That's one way to die. Ah, no. You walked too far. We walked past the chair. Alright. Well, we can still do this bit, I suppose. Oh, look, a penny. I'm gonna get that penny. 1 second. Come here, Penny. Ah, shit, I missed it. Well, that Penny's gone forever now. Might find another one along the way. What about there, maybe? No, shit, missed that one too. Fuck. Alright, any second now. I got real butterfingers today. Ah, there's a big penny right here. I'ma get it. I got it. I don't think I was gonna miss that one. I don't know what the fuck this story is about. Hey, we're in heaven or something, even though the sun is simulated and all the trees are fake. And the sand is made of plastic. Do I have my old body or do I have my shit body? Are you supposed to grab it? No. No, it's just making a joke. Oh, that's a nasty cut we got on our hand. Not anymore, though. Hey, baby. You know you can't show your feet on Twitch, right? Okay?
Hi, James. I know you won't pick up, but my psychologist says I need closure. She's pretty famous. She's alive thanks to you. And thanks to me, she hid here in the slums in the first days of the riots. Believe it or not, it was the safest here. It's pretty strange to look at myself, pregnant and shocked by the poverty I'd spent my whole life in. I had a few desynchro attacks because of it, but I recovered. Fully recovered. I finally got my body back, and I finally have enough money to get Taylor out.
Okay.
I was worried if Taylor would still be herself after she was thawed out, but Salma's pretty sure that there's no symptoms until the first 100 years. Symptoms like what you've been struggling with. She tried to explain it to me, and I'm so sorry. For the record, you were the most difficult partner I've ever worked with.
Yes.
And no one else will ever come close.
No, we're number one.
But thank you. You deserve peace. I really hope you found it.
Okay. Right, rather frustratingly, I think the story was mental health issue. And I think we were projecting some kind of sinister third party who was going around killing these guys, but I think it's that Edward Green, the first guy, was having similar issues like us and knew the whole system wasn't working. It was gonna cause mass psychosis after a while. Human beings can't live for 200 plus years, it just doesn't work. Or the mind can't take it, whatever it is. And his attempt was basically to induce this kind of riot and to maybe overthrow the system entirely. Kovalev was on the same wavelength, I think, because they had met on the day of Green's murder. So I think they had the same idea, which was, you know, we're gonna kill Zeus, essentially. And then Kovalev was gonna kill Poseidon and Hades and whatever. Kill off all the gods, essentially. Kill off all the big elite people. So that when there is a riot or a revolution, there's nobody with any real power to stop it. So it would sweep through and possibly overturn this society of immortality they have going on. I don't know, because we're at the credits and we didn't get any closure on that. That's my feeling, though. That was confusing. I'm also confused. I'm maybe slightly less confused, Banana, but I'm still confused. There's definitely some lots of things left up for, the players, the readers' interpretation of what happened. There have been a couple of times the game has said, like, when you make decisions, the game will remember this kind of thing. So I don't know if there are alternative outcomes, multiple endings. I get the feeling there aren't. I think the way you get to the endings is maybe different, but I get the feeling he dies in the end regardless. Because the game starts with you hallucinating with your wife, watching the film, and she's like, we've seen this before, and like you know who the killer is because it's you. Like, that's framing now. When we're at the end of the game, she was essentially saying, and since we were hallucinating, it was us saying it. We know who the killer is because it's us. And the other thing that she mentioned at the film is that he dies in the end too. And it's like, yeah, well, we do. We do die in the end. I have a feeling that the ending, there's only the one ending. I haven't checked. Maybe there's more than one. But I doubt there's a ton of difference to it. I'm sure there are, like, documents and pickups and stuff that I missed. There were a couple of dialogue options that were locked as we were playing through it, so there's probably some things I could have found in the environment that might have unlocked other dialogue options. But again, I don't think it's going to change the full thrust of the story, which was the people who invented this thing and did really well off it, but also destroyed society in the same way. And I don't think they particularly cared that they destroyed society. I think what they cared about was that they were going insane and felt that, hey, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to take everybody else with me. So again, they were selfish by the end of it. Anyway, that's Nobody Wants to Die. I thought it was interesting. I really did like its world building. I thought it was really well acted. Its plot is a little confusing. And I think it's deliberately that way because it's somewhat left up for a player interpretation for what really happened. That's my feeling of it. It's also a possibility that I'm playing it through on stream, not necessarily letting it sit with me for a while. It's possible if you played it through in a all in one go. Like, I split it up. If you play it all in one go, maybe it makes a bit more sense. But I enjoyed it. They did a lot with not much budget. Like, there's only really 2 characters that they actually had to do animations for, that they actually, you talk to and whatever. They clearly put a lot of their money into the environment, and it shows because they're gorgeous. Like, they're filthy and disgusting, but they're really, really nice looking. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of the city. Obviously, walking around or flying around in that car would have been really cool, but that would have cost them a lot of money to do something like that. I think they did really well with what they had. They executed it pretty well. I haven't seen a lot of press about the game, so I'm kind of thinking it either didn't do great or just kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people. But hopefully they get more out of hopefully they make enough that they can... I mean, I'd like to see a sequel, sure, but just more from this developer. This developer's called Critical Hit Games. They're comprised of a bunch of former AAA developers, which I think shows in the environments that they built. Anyway, that's it from me for this evening. Tomorrow, and probably for the rest of the week, we'll be playing Astrobot. I haven't touched it yet, so we'll be playing from the start, 0% save and what have you. We'll try to do everything in it. And if we manage to finish Astrobot before the end of the week, I'll sub in something else. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. But for now, have a good rest of your evening. Thanks, Banana, for dropping in. Appreciate it. Anyone lurking as well, it's always appreciated too. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. If you wanted to catch up on part 1 of this, or any of the other Foley Fables, or other Let's Plays I've done, you can find them all over on YouTube, youtube.com/doomtrain5. And if you want to suggest other games to play or recommend any of them, you can drop by the Discord, exclamation Discord in the Twitch chat, or there's a link to it in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Feel free to drop by there. You don't have to do it to suggest games, you can just drop by and hang out. Usually talk about stuff going on in video games worlds, but I have a lot of diverse, nerdy, geeky interests. I'm sure we'll find something to talk about. Anyway, have a good rest of your day, or rest of your evening, whatever it is you're doing, and I'm gonna head off. Bye-bye!
Mm.